Hello, I'm just letting Max up, so come on Max. Oh, come on, you can jump. There we go. Okay, so super quick live because I've got the new course with Heather starting tonight. It's the first group call, yay! Very excited. But I've just come off of a day of client calls. And one of the things that I do client call wise is every single quarter I have a one-to-one call with every single person inside the Dotties. So today I've done 3 Dottie calls and it's been amazing. And one of the things that has kept coming up is about how we ask for support. And, you know, I was talking to one of the final calls that I did this evening in the Dotties about how we ask for support and how we can actually get supported in the right way. Say hi when you're joining. It's always good to know who's here. And if you think it would be valuable for anyone else, please obviously share it, tag them. Always good. So we were talking about how we can ask for support and how we can make it easy to ask for support. And one of the things, hey Mel, how are you, my love? One of the things that came up was that one of the people on the Dottie call said to me, actually Jess, I'm always a bit worried about how much to share and whether or not it's going to be awkward or whether it's overshare or whether I'm not sharing enough, and then I don't always get what I want from the share. So typically in Facebook groups we can see this kind of vulnerable share stuff and everybody just goes, this is all my stuff and I'm just going to kind of verbally vomit out all this kind of crap, and then they don't necessarily get what they want. So what I shared was a little formula, and this is what I use when I'm creating content or when I'm thinking about what I actually want to share with my audience. This is what I think about in my head. So I go, this is where I am, and I'll lay out for people, this is where I am right now. This is what I'm doing. This is where my business is. This is what my sales plan is. This is what's going on, right? This is how I feel. Sometimes I'll feel really good about it. Sometimes I'll feel really shit about it. Doesn't really matter which it is. And then this is what I want. Okay, and I use this in every aspect of my life. Okay, so I look at what do I actually want? Why am I actually sharing this with my audience? So in, I think it was November 2017, I talked about going through a massive pivot in my business, and I was finding it really difficult. I was going through a really big up level, and it was really challenging for me because I couldn't see the wood through the trees. And so I was kind of in this group and I was like, I'm doing the stuff, I'm doing all the work, I just don't feel like I'm on my A game. And I came in and I did a live stream about what it really feels like going through a pivot and how difficult it is and how long it takes you to get over it, and what I felt was useful for me, what was supporting me during that time, and what just wasn't working. Okay, and I used that exact same formula. This is where I am. I'm going through a big pivot. Okay, this is exactly where my business is right now. I'm not entirely sure how I want to take it forward. I don't necessarily know the route it's going to take or the form it's going to take. Then I looked at how do I feel about it. Okay, so when I actually looked at it, I might just put myself on the Wi-Fi there. There we go. Otherwise it freezes, it's really irritating, freezing, annoying. So I looked at how I feel about it. I felt really crap. Like, I felt like I wasn't serving easy. I felt like everything was really difficult. I didn't feel like I enjoyed my business anymore. I wasn't sure that I was enjoying showing up. I wasn't sure that I was enjoying promoting my business. There were lots of things, lots of feelings I was going through. And then I looked at what I wanted, and I shared what I wanted from that. Okay, so why was I sharing that experience? Well, I wanted other people to know that it was okay to go through a pivot. It was okay to feel like shit sometimes in your business. It was okay to not necessarily have all the answers, all the strategies mapped out right now, and that was all right. And I didn't want sympathy, and I didn't need advice, and I didn't need anything like that. What I wanted was to share it as a learning experience. And that's something, like I say, that I do in all aspects of my life. So if something personally, you know, if Sam and I have an argument, which we're not perfect, we go through the same formula. Or I go through the same formula. And I say, you know, this is where I am. This is what I'm upset with. This is why, you know, this is what I'm not okay with in this conversation. This is what I'm not okay with that's happened. Then I look at how do I feel. Okay, this is how I feel about the conversation. This is how I feel about the situation at hand. This is how I feel about XYZ. What do I want? This is how you can fix it for me. This is what the ideal solution is for me. And again, when you're talking to ideal clients, you need to be asking them these questions. Okay, so what is it, or where are you right now? What is going on in your life, in your business, with your health, with your relationship? Where are you at? And how do you feel about that? Do you feel good? Do you feel not so great? What's going on with you? How's it making you feel in other areas? And then what do you actually want? What's the ideal solution for you? Do you need more leads? Do you need more sales? Do you need better branding? Do you need, you know, a more interesting relationship? Do you need to revive your love of exercise? Okay? Does this make sense? Is everyone cool with this? And like, I might be missing comments or something because I'm on my phone and it's a bit dodgy. But that's what I just wanted to share with you today. When you're looking at how much you want to share with your audience, or what kind of content you want to put out there, and you're thinking about sharing something that might not be like perky positive, woohoo, or great, when it might be something that's vulnerable, when you're having a difficult conversation with somebody on your team, when you're having a difficult conversation with somebody at home, when you're talking to your ideal clients about what it is that they actually want to move forward, that's the formula you want to be following, because it does make it genuinely easier. All right. Oh, thanks, Mel. Miss, I've booked like a zillion discovery calls. I've just seen your private message. Congratulations. Really, really proud of you. So if you do have any questions, if you are thinking, okay, but how does that apply, you know, when I'm writing a blog or anything like that, feel free to ask. Absolutely not a problem. Thanks, Whitley. And if you need anything from me, I am around. All right. But just wanted to share that one as a super quick content creation tip for you, because I know that it is sometimes a struggle, you know, and sometimes when we want to reach out and we want to ask for support, sometimes we want advice, sometimes we just want to be told everything's okay. And actually, when you kind of lay it out in that formula, people can give you what you want because you're actually asking for it. All right. Hopefully everyone is having an amazing day. It is Thursday. It's almost wine day. I can't wait. If you need anything from me, I will be back in the group tomorrow. I'm about to shoot off. I've got a pitch clinic and then the lovely first Taking the Bullshit Out of Business course call with Heather and all the amazing ladies who are on there. So I will not be in the group necessarily this evening, but if you do have any questions, pop them in the comments for me. I'll pop back in, I'll check that up, and then I'll be back in the group tomorrow. All right, so hopefully everyone's having a lovely afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are, and I will see you tomorrow.